Let's go over the syllabus for English 101. I know you will want to take time and read and study all of the syllabus yourself, but I want to take a minute just to point out a few little things. First, this is a no textbook course, which means that everything that you need to study is contained in the page in the course modules noted as course textbook. That is all included in the course for you with tutorials. You do not need a textbook. Office hours are every Monday, 11 to noon Pacific time, and I grade every Monday. So if your work is turned in on Sunday, it will be graded on Monday. These are the course assignments. There is a group called General Course Assignments. Those are 100 points each, and the total weight for all of those assignments is 25% of your overall grade. Let's pause on that for just a second. As you can imagine, a discussion post is not as heavily weighted as an essay grade. And so we have different weights assigned to the various assignments. The grouping, called General Course Assignments, all equal 25% of your final total grade. The discussion boards all equal 10% of your final grade. Essay 1 is 15% of your total grade. Essay 2 is 30% of your grade, and Essay 3 is 20% of your grade. And there is that information in this little square here. Also, this is an important point to stop on and review just a little bit. Failure to turn in any assignment will automatically turn into a -3. So there's no such thing as just a 0. It's a -3. And that can impact the weight for that assignment. And so you want to make sure that you turn in everything. Follow the directions, turn in everything. These are assignments that are wonderful. I want to take my class, and so I hope that you will take your time, follow the directions, and make an effort to turn in everything. And when you get a minute, review this little box of information. Academic honesty, oh my goodness, isn't this just not the biggest deal of the world? I have never had to deal with this. I'm so grateful for that. I had one student who tried to do something back in, 2002, I think, but it's been pretty clear sailing since then, because the point of the course is for you to realize your brilliance. If there's a problem with documenting sources and that sort of thing, that's going to keep you from your brilliance. So read that over and let's don't have any problems in that area. Remember that we are under the guidance of PPR Rules and Regulations. That means that students do not divulge to me any personal details about their lives. It's unlawful to do so, and it's unlawful for me to tell you any information about my life. So we want to keep everything on a professional basis. That said, if you need an extra 24 hours, I know that one penalty is a late excuse is allowed for, but I want to be flexible on that. I know you have lives. I know things come up in life. I don't need to know what they are. I'm going to believe you. If you need an extra 24 hours on a particular assignment other than the midterm grade and the final essay, you can send me a 2-line email and ask for that 24-hour extension. The problem is I grade every Monday. So if you're turning your work in late, you won't get it graded like everybody else will right away. And I like that. I like the idea that we're building on information, and so if you turn in your work on time on Sunday, it's going to be graded on Monday. And I like that consistency. But I understand problems, and you can read that information if you need an extension. Discussion boards are all, you know what, I have been teaching since Cher was a child, and I have never had a problem in a discussion board. You all are wonderful at keeping it professional, keeping your grades out of it. You don't want to discuss anything that's outside that purview, and you will see that link for those PPR rules just in case you want to make sure. There's more information covered here in the course, and this is what I want to pause on. Prerequisite skills. By the time you have reached this level, there are some skills that you are to have already mastered. I realize some of you may not have written an essay in a little while. Some of you may not have written a research essay in a while. And that's okay. That's why we're taking this class. But I do want you to look over this list of skills that are to have been mastered by the time this course is taken. If you have a problem with any of those skill areas, contact the library. They love to work with students, and they are happy to provide free tutoring. You can just send them a thing and say, listen, I'm having a little problem with one of the things on this prerequisite list. I wonder if you might be able to help me with it a little bit. And then the participation policy, this is the Carnegie unit by which the school operates. This is the format for all submissions. This does not include discussion boards, and it does not include text entries. There are a few of those in the course, but each assignment, no matter what it is, requires a title in any font you like. The remaining content is Times New Roman 12 font, 1-inch margins, and it's always double-spaced. Now, the final essay, I allow for 1.5 spacing because it's a story. You're going to be writing a narrative story, and that doesn't always have to be double-spaced, and it can be 1.5 spaces. But you'll see when you get there, there'll be a nice link and information. Also remember that when you submit work, it must have your name on it. You can understand, I can't grade anything that doesn't have a name on it. That's just not acceptable on any level, so be sure and double check that. PDF is always required. Canvas will not accept anything other than PDF unless it is a text entry or unless it is a discussion board. Everything else must always be one PDF. The student privacy policy, this is that link I was telling you about that covers all of those PPRA regulations, which we want to make sure that we abide by, and we respect your rights as a student. And this is that list of things that are not suitable to talk about with other students or with me. And that is the end of the syllabus review.